I'll be darned. Randomly, feels like randomly, we get a Zion Williamson return a week or so into the New Year's as the woeful last placed out west New Orleans Pelicans squad takes on the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are also not off to the greatest start. They're not last. No need to waste your time. I know you're on your grind. It's none other than yours truly, the one and only Ferro. I do this every night of the NBA season, and I just re-upped with Underdog. So make sure you tap in with today's sponsor, Underdog. Use the promo code Ferro. Win some free money. I'm going to match your first deposit up to $1,000. Have some fun. Enjoy the NBA season and maybe even the NFL playoffs. Now, let's get to it. Zion is back randomly. Y'all know I've been complaining about Zion, and it's just lack of being there for New Orleans, and it's really been bad this year. They're the worst team in the Western Conference. In a world where the Portland Trailblazers and Utah Jazz exist, none worse than New Orleans. And, I mean, this season is pretty much over. Let's see if Zion can at least stay healthy for the remainder of it. There he goes. He goes and gets him a couple easy deuces right there. After this game, Zion did say his legs felt good. You know, again, like I said, look at all those empty seats in New Orleans. Now, it's still early. I see some people still making their way in the building. But Anthony Edwards is in town. This is a Western Conference Finals team. And, man, one of the more popular guys in the league. This is Zion return. I mean, this is not good, y'all. There's a lot of empty seats on the first few rows as Zion gets to steal and finds DeJounte Murray for the deuce. You know, there's a lot of empty seats. I'm still look. We're now at 4:50 to go in the first quarter, and a lot of those seats are still empty. Hey, maybe people are still making their way in or getting to popcorn again. I'm speaking to a bigger issue that the Pelicans are going to have to deal with. Fans check out when they don't believe players are checked in. That's just how it goes. And the sad thing is there's a lot of talent on this New Orleans squad. They've paid some of their guys. They paid most of their guys. Their guys just cannot stay healthy. And by the way, Zion comes back. Guess what? Brandon Ingram's down now. Like, this team just can't get right, and it's starting to feel like guys need a change of scenery. We'll see how active this team is at the deadline. That's one guy I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't trade Hawkins. I wouldn't trade Missy, and I know they like Herb Jones and Murphy. But other than that, all you other dudes can go. I ain't lying. Good luck. Got the triple. Minnesota trying to get right. Ant-Man had a big game last time out. Randall really struggled, though. Look at that move. That's a doozy of a finish from Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now, let's see if this dude can get going. Award-winning year last year, Naz Reid nails the three. McCollum nails the three right back at you. Now, CJ, ooh. Was that a carry? Daniel Tice knocking it down. So if you're New Orleans now, right, like, they're going to be in contention for the #1 overall pick as the Ant-Man rips Zion. Let's see if Zion can come up with a play. He ain't even tried. He's smiling. He's like, yeah, I get paid $35, $40 million to play 30 games a year. Life is good. Can I? Yeah, never mind. I ain't going to even make a joke. I was going to make a joke, but I'm going to leave it alone. I got my sponsor in this video. Beautiful dime there to Murray for three. Work on out. It's McCollum. You know you got to find Zion. Got to do that. Big fella, big fella. This dude is a real difference maker when he's playing, man. You feel this man every play he's out there. Pause, but getting him out there has just become a hassle. And I'm being generous. I'm being very nice about Mr. Williamson here. Look at that man. Looks up at the shot clock. Times it perfectly, gets to the rim and still able to lay it up after looking up at the shot clock nearly 30 feet away. These athletes are incredible at this level. Oh, Zion with the steal. Speaking of athletes, woo! Woo! Oh, get out. You got to find him again. Oh, Zion putting on a dunk contest performance here in his first game back. And by the way, Zion, the least you could do is do the dunk contest. You already not going to make the All-Star game. I feel like your star is slowly starting to fade because fans are starting to give up. Give New Orleans something. Let that fan base, again, look at that crowd. And those are the first few rows. So if there's a lot of seats available in the first few rows, trust and believe, there are seats available throughout that building, a lot of them. So Zion, give your fan base something to be excited about for next year, because this year is over. Do the dunk contest. How about that? Can you do that? It's in where is it? It's San Francisco, right?
Lord have mercy.
Sheesh. Ant-Man gives the T-Wolves the lead again. Got a back and forth contest here. DeJounte scares. Ant's cutting. You got to find him. Murray. I'm sorry, trying to defend DiVincenzo. Dante gets the better of New Orleans there.
I tell you again, it's a triple. Anthony. They say it was a block by Gobert.
Conley, Dante, he's having himself a quarter. Minnesota up 9. I'm assuming Zion's on a minutes restriction. His whole career has pretty much been a minutes restriction. Swiper, no swiping. Hey.
The Knicks absorb that. Anthony Edwards. I love the double team. I love the double team.
Oh, good ball movement from Minnesota. There's the team we saw in the Western Conference Finals a few months ago. Good ball movement. Zion's back. Let's read those stats for his first game back, by the way. Zion gave the Pelicans 28 minutes of action, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Like I said his legs were underneath him for that to be his first game in a while. Ant-Man, 7 of 11 from 3. 32 points of work. Randall, 16 points. There's 2 of them. Minnesota holding steady here in the fourth with a 10-point lead. It's Zion. Probably an offensive foul. Wasn't called. Alvarado nails a 3. And then it's, yeah, I don't see a world where Minnesota lets up here. They clearly want this win. The Pelicans got the highlights. Looks like the T-Wolves are going to get the win here. And by the way, I hate this for Missy. He had become the front runner for Rookie of the Year. You got to think there have been injuries. Zach Edey had an injury early in, for Memphis, and then obviously the front runner in Philadelphia is down with injury. So the front, Missy actually became the odds-on favor to win Rookie of the Year, which unfortunately now he won't be the favorite anymore because Zion's back, which sucks for him. But hey, if you're a New Orleans fan, you want Zion to stay. You don't want Missy to win a Rookie of the Year because that means Zion is healthy. Oh, Minnesota is going to give New Orleans a chance here. Murray cuts the Pelicans deficit down to 3. Looks like Minnesota finally made some free throws. And Randall's going to show some respect. The T-Wolves get the roll. If you love flexing your sports knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports and win some money while you're at it. That's Underdog. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you got to do is go to the Underdog website or app. You got to pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that specific game. You get your picks right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use your boy's promo code, which is FERRO, your deposit will get matched up to $1,000. It's available to you in bonus cash. You can't beat that. Tap in with Underdog. My promo code is FERRO.